Happy Wednesday, everyone out there in YouTube world. So what is it? It is Christmas Eve. Welcome. Right, we're on day 24. Let's start at the top of our mat. We're going to start with a sun salutation B this morning or this afternoon, whatever it is right now in your world. So we're going to be at the top of our mat with our feet hip width apart. We're going to take a big inhale. We're going to bring our butt down, arms up. We're going to find our chair position. We're going to exhale. We're going to fold forward. We're going to reach for our toes. Bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, hands to knees. Flatten that back. We're going to find the floor with our hands. We're going to step back to a high plank. So from our high plank, we're going to shift forward on an inhale. We're going to exhale. Take the knees down if you need to. We're going to lower down, keeping our elbows tucked to our low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, pushing that floor away, opening that chest. Exhaling back to our downward dog. We step forward, our right foot. We find our warrior one. Coming up, reaching for the sky. Back down to earth with those hands, back to our high plank. We shift forward on an inhale. We exhale, we lower down, low plank, chaturanga, tuck the elbows. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, pushing that floor away. Exhale, back to our dog. Step forward that left foot. Finding our warrior one again, lifting up to the sky with those fingertips. Back down to earth with those hands. High plank, last one, shift forward on an inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Push that floor away. Exhale, downward dog. Whew, and we breathe. 3 to 5 rounds of breath here. This is where we do our body scan. We pay attention. We're paying attention to the sensations going on in the body. Taking our hips from side to side. Keeping our feet grounded today. However that looks in your body. So we're just rocking backwards and forwards. Keeping those feet grounded. We're going to look between our thumbs. We're going to slowly walk our feet back up between our hands. Hands to knees, flat back. We're going to exhale. We're going to fold forward. We're going to drop our head. Let our fingertips come down as far as they can. Then we're going to inhale deeply. Bending the knees, lowering that butt, lifting the arms back to our chair. And back to our side. Lovely. Right, nice and warm. Right, we got our squat, our yogi squat today. So it's either our yogi squat or our archer squat, alternating during the week. Right, so coming down nice and low, our butt as low as we can get her. We're going to keep our feet as flat on that ground as we can. And if you are just starting out, you can put a block under your mat. Let's just have our hands in front of us here. And we're just going to rock from side to side, keeping our feet nice and grounded. And we're going to let our hands just sway from side to side. Keeping that back as straight as we can. We're going to bring our elbows into our knees and we're going to push out those knees. Opening up those hips. And let's do a few arm raises here. So let's inhale. And on the exhale, let's raise our left hand to the sky, straightening up both hands. Taking our gaze up. Inhale. Palms together, elbows pushing out those knees. Exhale. Right arm goes up, left arm goes down, straightening up, looking up. Inhale, back. Right, let's go for 5. So we find our own rhythm of breath, 5 on each side. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So we got 1. So find your rhythm. push those knees out with those elbows on the inhale. Take the gaze up on the exhale. Open up that chest. Alright, we got 2 more on each side. Pushing out those knees. Last one. And good going. Right, let's bring those elbows back, sway from side to side. And we're going to take our hands to our mat. We're going to lift up our butt, give her a bit of a wiggle. We're going to bring our feet to the back of our mat. Our hands are on our mat. If you need to bend the knees, bend the knees. You work with what you can. Oh, and you create that flexibility, that mobility, the balance, all of it. It comes with practice. Right, we're folding forward. We're going to slowly walk our hands. We're going to find a nice narrow downward dog. So our feet are kind of hip width apart and our hands are shoulder width apart. So we're going to pull that butt up towards the sky. We're going to bring forward our right foot. We're finding our lizard. So we're going to find our lizard pose. Going to drop that knee. We're going to take that front foot and just take her outwards so the big toe is pointing to the corner of the mat. And we've got our lizard. So we're going to inhale deeply here. And then on our exhale, we're going to lift up our right hand and we're going to take our gaze up. We're twisting our lizard here. Inhale back. Exhale. Take that gaze and hand up. And inhale. Last one. Twist. Inhale, bring it back down to earth. So you can do that again 3 times, or if you would like to make it that little bit more difficult, we're going to raise that knee. So inhale. Exhale. Open up, look up, take that hand up. Inhale, bring her back. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Looking up. Let's hold this last one for a few rounds of breath. And then we'll bring her back down to earth. We're going to rock backwards and forwards. And we're going to bring that leg back to our narrow downward dog. And now we're going to shift to the other side of our mat so we can get that left foot. So we're going to bring that left foot up on the outer side of that left hand, dropping our knee, shifting that toe so it's foot, so it's pointing towards the corner of our mat. And again, inhale, and we're going to exhale, open up our chest, take our gaze up and our hand up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down and exhale up. So you can do that 3 more times, or you can tuck that back foot, lift that knee, inhale, exhale, twist, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. We're holding this last one for a few rounds of breath. Lovely. Let's bring her down to earth. We're going to rock backwards and forwards. And we're going to bring that leg back. And we're going to find a high plank. So we've got a high plank from here. And we're going to do a few half pigeon switches. So we're going to go from our high plank. Let's start with our right leg. We're going to bring that right knee behind the right wrist. Drop that back knee, point the toes open the chest, back, tuck the toes, lift the knee, back to high plank. Left side, left knee behind left wrist, drop that back knee, point the toes, open the chest, back, tuck the toes, lift the knee, high plank. Just go 2 more on each side. So right leg, drop that back knee, point the toe, open the chest, and back to high plank. Lift, drop that knee, point the toe, open the chest. Last one, tuck the toes, back to our high plank. Right, last right leg, open the chest, tuck the toes, lift, high plank, and lift. Last one, drop the knee, point the toe, open the chest, tuck the toes, lift the knee, high plank. Right, let's find our downward dog. We're going to do 10 downward dog to upward dog variation. So our downward dog is our exhale. Our inhale will be coming to a upward dog like position, but we're not going to tuck our toes. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Find a rhythm. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. And back to our downward dog. Awesome. All right, let's find our butt on our mat. And we've got our leg raises. Awesome for the core. Right, we're going to do 3 rounds of 5. So we're going to start with straight ones. Fingertips are in the middle of our knee and hip, next to our thighs. So point the toes and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex, drop, fold. And again, fingertips at our side. Point the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex the feet, drop the heels, fold forward. If you're folding to your knees, that's also fabulous. Right, last round of this one. Fingertips. And we're trying not to lean back too far, but you lean back as far as you need to. Point the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex, drop, and fold. Right, straddle. So we'll take our feet out, hip width apart. Not hip width apart. They're as wide as the mat. Right, lifting. So fingertips on the floor again. So we're pointing our toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop, fold. Back to the side. Point the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the feet. Fold. Last round. Point the toes. Fingertips at the side. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop. Fold. Move how you want to. Right. Our Sphnix push-ups. Last bit of work. So let's find our forearm plank. And we're going to do, let's go for 7. So from our forearm plank, we're lifting. So inhale, push those palms, lift the elbows. Exhale, bring them back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and last one, 7. And drop. We're going to drop our knees. we're going to bring our butt back behind our knees. Find our child's pose. Stretch her out. Drop the head. Let the arms stretch out as far as they can and just relax into the pose. Alright, hey, namaste, fellow yogis. See you tomorrow, Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Let's go.